What's up, guys? It is me, Shaquan Heard. As always, the objective is to be heard. Quick video about UFC 229, a quick analysis and recap. Amazing event. Shout out to my good friends Tyler Curry, Usher Dickens, and Brandon Amawale. We all met up there as usual. Too sweet to those guys. Too sweet to B-dubs. They're always so kind to us, so good to us, and so we always go there to watch the nice UFC events. Too sweet to B-dubs as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get right into it. Michelle Waterson got it done, and I was so happy for her. I'm ready to see her and see what she can do as a contender in the strawweight division. Derek Lewis, hey, hats off to the guy who got the last second knockout, and Volkov would have gotten a decision. I think I picked Volkov to win, but I did specify that I wanted Derek Lewis to win. His post-fight interview is internet gold. It's going viral. He's gotten like 600,000 new followers based on that post-fight interview. Dude is hilarious. He's always on God mode with his quotes. Shout out to him. Dominic Reyes, he beat OSP. I don't remember exactly how, but I remember I picked OSP solely because I didn't know who Dominic Reyes was. Well, hey, I know who he is now. So shout out to that guy. He really got it done. The co-main, Anthony Pettis and El Kukui, Tony Ferguson. Phenomenal fight. El Kukui got it done with the verbal stoppage from Showtime Pettis in his corner after the second round. Tony Ferguson pressured him, cut him up really, really badly. I think he was cut over his left eyebrow and right here on the right side of his head. It was bloody. But it was an amazing fight. Both those guys tough. Both those guys been at the top of the lightweight division for quite some time now, and it was just really good to see Tony Ferguson back and doing well, and it was good to see what a warrior Anthony Pettis is. On to the main event, of course. Khabib Nurmagomedov got it done with the submission in the fourth round. Very one-sided fight, as most people should have expected it to be, and it was really good. And he got the quick takedown in the first. Khabib did, held kind of down for the majority of the round, dropped him in the second. Good ground and pound. Third round was really good. You could have scored it either way. I had it for Khabib. And then the fourth round, he got the ground and pound with the, and then he transitioned, went to secure the rear naked choke, couldn't get under the chin, so he settled for a neck crank, and he still got the tap. Afterwards, apparently Khabib and Dylan Dennis were trading some words. Khabib scales the cage to go after Dylan Dennis. Khabib's brother's on top of the cage. I don't know if he's planning on helping Khabib or trying to get him back inside of the octagon. Either way, while Khabib's brother's sitting on top of the cage, Conor McGregor decks him with a left. Two guys jump in. One guy goes to check on Khabib's brother. He comes back, throws some punches with Conor. Another guy in red, he jumps in and he hits Conor a couple of times from behind. And so you have this big brawl. It was amazing to see, just as good as the rest of the card, if I'm being honest. And a lot of people are calling for Khabib to be stripped and saying it was so unprofessional, yada, yada, yada. For whatever reason, they just gloss over everything that Conor's done. Like, everything. From throwing a dolly through a bus window and throwing cans and bottles at the Diaz brothers and their guys, jumping over and snatching Jose Aldo's belt, jumping out of the octagon and having to be held back from Jose Aldo, excuse me. It's everybody, and don't get me started on all of the remarks and all of the disrespect that Conor throws in the fight build up. So everybody glosses over what Conor does, and the thing is when Khabib jumped out of that octagon, it was in the moment, emotions and tempers were still high. This was a very personal fight, very personal build up. These guys don't like each other, don't like anything about each other, so it was very in the moment. When Conor threw the dolly through the bus, that was premeditated. The guy flew from Ireland to New York and then did that when he got there. And there was very little to no punishment handed down to Conor. So if there's severe punishment handed down to Khabib, that's just not right, because again, Khabib's actions were in the moment. Does that justify it? Am I saying it's right or wrong? I'm not. I'm saying I understand it, and I enjoyed it. And Khabib is he's a beast. He showed everybody, like, look, this is what I do. And for everyone that gives Conor a pass and try to make him something that he's not, the guy's not humble in victory. He's always humble in defeat because, you kind of don't have a choice but to be. But everybody says, oh, well, Conor's humble in victory or defeat, and what Khabib did was just wrong and unprofessional and yada, yada, yada. Well, no. When Conor beat Eddie Alvarez for the lightweight championship, he got on the microphone and says, hey, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants. That's not humility. I'm sorry, it's just not. When he's sitting in the press conference in the build-up to the Eddie Alvarez fight, and he tells Chad Mendes, oh, well, you hit the deck like a bitch. Like, no, that's not humility. I'm sorry. So that's just that, and like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the melee afterwards. I understand it. I understand that it's real personal street shit, that these guys don't like each other. Their guys don't like each other. So in the moment when tempers are high and all of that, it makes sense. I don't think it was right that the Nevada State Athletic Commission withheld Khabib's purse but gave Conor his. The UFC, I'll say conveniently, left out the fact that Conor hit someone first. It wasn't that guys just jumped in there and started beating him up. He hit someone first, so that's what happens, Like I said, overall, really good fight, really good card. I was so glad I got to see it. Again, shout out to B-Dubs. They always give me the UFC posters for the promo. I have like 5 or 6 of them now, so shout out to B-Dubs. Shout out to my usual guys, Tyler, Usher, Brandon. Too sweet to those guys as well, and too sweet to you guys. I have to go. I have to do a little bit of homework, get ready for work here in a little while. If you guys watch the fights, and hey, get in the comment section, hit me up. I always leave my social media accounts in the description below, so get in there, shoot me a message, comment on here. I'm always down to chop it up with you guys. Let me know if you agree, let me know if you disagree, let me know why, and just like I said, have fun, talk to me. I'm always open for a good discussion, good debate, either way. However it goes, I'm always down for it. And I hope you guys have a really good day. Again, my name is Shaquan Hurd, and the objective is always to be heard. Too sweet, you guys. Have a good one.